battered, beaten, blamed by Manchester United, the worst Manchester United we've ever seen. The worst Manchester United in the history of Manchester United.
The most important thing today is the 3 points. I didn't care if we played bad and got 3 points. I would rather play bad and get 3 points than play well and get 0 points. I think 3 points is needed from a big mentality perspective. And I think the first half from Manchester United was a really good performance. I think Chelsea having 10 men and the fact that Palmer, Neto and Esteban were all taken off obviously helped us out a bit. Robert Sanchez being an idiot, but it was a very good first half performance from United. Casemiro got sent off late in the first half, which changed the dynamic of the second half, and it was a bit of a scrappy second half, but we did the job. We limited Chelsea. I think Maresca taking off Cole Palmer, Esteban and Neto also sort of meant that Chelsea didn't have much firepower in attack, so I don't feel that Chelsea really tested us, but the second half was a bit scrappy. I think the Casemiro second yellow sort of ruined what could have been a nice win. I think had we had 11 men going into the second half, maybe we could have gone for a 4-5-0 and got a bit of confidence up and got a few goals in the player. I think I would have liked Sesko to play the 90 and get a goal. He did get subbed off. But look, we got the 3 points, and that is the most important thing. And it's a difficult game to judge, to be honest, because Robert Sanchez got sent off, and then not only did Enzo Maresca take off Esteval for the goalkeeper, but then he took off Neto, and then he took off Palmer. And I thought Maresca's substitutions were atrocious. And, you know, he went defensive, and I was just thinking, with the way Man United have been, if I was Chelsea, even with 10 men, I'd still be looking to beat United. And he went defensive, and within 10 minutes, we'd scored a goal, and his game plan was over. And Chelsea were just lucky that Casemiro got sent off.
We got the win, and that's what matters. If you're a Manchester United fan, regardless of the context and the niche and everybody else, winning makes your weekend better, surely. Fundamentally, regardless of what we're about to talk about, Manchester United winning a game should be a positive thing. So don't forget that. Next up, Amrim's very lucky. Oh, yeah, 100%. I've sat here so many times since Amrim's been here, and I've said he's coached a win and the players have cost us a win. I think today he's coached a draw and got a win. He's lucky today. And he said in his interview yesterday he's been unlucky. I think he's been lucky today. I think he has been lucky. But luck will run out. Luck will come back. And we need, you know, football, you can have all the best plans in the world and then your goalkeeper gets sent off in the first few minutes and it changes the game completely. It was perfect for us. But I've got to say that my opinion of Amrim still stays the same as what I said before the game. I can't move away from that. I'm running out of patience. I back the manager. I don't want to sack the manager. I want him to do well. But I sort of look at Brentford next week and I go, what am I taking from that other than 3 points? I don't think we take any momentum from it. I don't think we take any learning from it. I don't think we're a team that looks any further than the end of our nose. I think Brentford next week becomes very, very interesting.
I let Matisse come to the car park, set up a table, 2 chairs, yeah? And say, must win. Are you mad? You don't must win here. You never must win at Old Trafford. Never. I predicted a draw. But I didn't predict a loss because this Chelsea, this world champions, by the way, never have it at this ground. So that's why today I thank Chelsea. Today I thank Chelsea, bro. Because everything, the pressure was on them. Manchester United, we know where we are. We know who we are. Wallahi, but when I saw man like Sanchez, can we give a round of applause to Robert Sanchez? They tried to tell us, guys, that he's turned a corner. He's turned a corner. That's what they told us. Mr. Bozo, listen to me, yeah? That is a stain on your career, bro. You are Mr. Bozo, bro. That will never, ever not be there for you, bro. It's always going to be there for you, bro. And these Chelsea fans are saying, oh, Robert Sanchez is back. Get out of here, man.
If you're here and you're looking for one of these giddy match reactions, yeah, these shameless match reactions, and a super, super positive match reaction. Oh my days, we turned the corner, we beat the mighty Chelsea, yeah, then you're in the wrong place. You might as well close the video now, because it's not that. 2-1 win, 10 players each. Same old Man United, bro. Same old Man United, bro. We need a player to get sent off for us to score goals. Like, unless we're playing against 10 men, we can't score goals. This is what it looks like. Everything about this game, yeah, was off key. From the starting lineup, we're starting Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw in the same defense. Lenny Euro dropped. Dorgu at left wing back with Maz at right wing back again, when we know that Maz in the system probably is best suited to the centre back role. Don't ask me why the manager's playing Shaw, Maguire and De Ligt in the back three. Ask the manager.
I don't care how the wins come. I don't care about the circumstances right now. You just have to win. You just have to win. And yes, we made it difficult for ourselves in the second half with Trevor Chalobah's, late goal. But essentially, we didn't collapse. We didn't capitulate. Yeah, I saw Garnacho on the front of the Chelsea social media on the way to Old Trafford. Yeah, well, back down the M6. Yeah, back down the M6 and see you later. Yeah, Garnacho didn't even get off the bench. Yeah, now let's just start right at the beginning of the game. Chelsea down to 10 men. Why? Because we made them down to 10 men. First couple of minutes, we started bright. We started putting balls in behind. We were bright. We were positive. We were intense. We were intentful. We played with purpose. And that divvy, Sanchez, comes out and cleans out Mbumo. Yeah? Perfect. Perfect start to the game. Perfect start to the game. But guess what? You still have to go and do the damage. Against 10 men, you can say that Chelsea could be resolute. What are we going to be like up against a low block? The confidence isn't high. We're not scoring goals. But no, bang, Bruno scores. Bruno scores. We're playing on the front foot. We keep the ball moving well. We keep recycling the ball. We keep putting Chelsea under pressure. And we get that all-important first goal, which was, listen, that's what the automated offside is there for. At the end of the day, we had to get the first goal. We had to open up the floodgates. And then when it was 1-0, you're saying, I know it's cliche. Go and kill the game. Go and get the second. Go and get the second. And Casemiro does just that.
Hold that. Hold that, Matiti. Hold that, Mastrid Wet. Hold that. Hold that, bro. Oh, man. Bro, what now? 74 charges. Hold that. You pussies. You know who you are, bro. Matisse, hold it. NN, hold it. Waps, hold it. Chimera, hold. Patwick, hold that. Who else is it? Elijah, I be fuming. Shut the hell up. Stay fuming, bro. Because guess what? The bigger club showed up, bro. The bigger club showed up. And we told you.
Do you know what makes me so sick to my stomach, makes me so sad, so hurt in my heart and soul, is that I knew we were going to lose after 10 minutes. Those away fans that trekked to Manchester in the pissing, pouring rain, spent all that money, knew they were going to lose after 10 minutes. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine going into a game of this magnitude after losing to Bayern Munich and drawing with Brentford. Imagine a team that is meant to be more serious and more secure in themselves to go further in the league this season. Imagine a team that I wanted to go to war with. And that team gets battered, beaten, blammed by Manchester United, the worst Manchester United we've ever seen. The worst Manchester United in the history of Manchester United. A manager that has a record that is so bad, it is behind man like Bush. I don't even know who that is. I saw a list. World War II has been and gone. And this man is at the bottom of that list. The win percentage is at the bottom, and we lost to him. And we didn't just lose to him, we got battered. We got absolutely destroyed. And that was all confirmed within 10 fucking minutes.
It was a disgusting performance. It's a disgrace in so many levels, in so many aspects. One thing I want to start things off with, bulk of the blame, I'm putting it on Enzo Maresca on this. I know a lot of you guys would want to talk about Robert Sanchez, and I'll get there. I'm going to talk about that. But even after the red card of Robert Sanchez, we capitulated. We didn't manage the situation at all. In fact, Enzo Maresca added more pain to the situation. He added more stupidity. I'm embarrassed. This is a Man United team. Which team looked like was in turmoil? Which team actually looked like they were in turmoil? This is a Man United team that is begging to get a victory. They can't seem to buy a victory. They've had pathetic performances all throughout so far this season. They've lost to Grimsby and been knocked out by Grimsby in the Carabao Cup. Regardless of what their record is at Old Trafford against us, this was diabolical. This was pathetic. This was a disgrace, an absolutely utter disgrace.
Do you know how distinctly average this Manchester United team are? Do you know how beatable this Manchester United team are? Do you know how many times this Manchester United team have won under Ruben Amorim? Not a lot. And do you know what's happened? We've gone up to Old Trafford and we have totally and utterly pressed the self-destruct button. Never before have I seen a defeat where you can directly trace the defeat to the average nature of the manager. The manager of Chelsea Football Club was completely and utterly responsible for the defeat. It wasn't down to Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez is a bozo. We know this. Robert Sanchez is distinctly woeful. Robert Sanchez is undoubtedly the worst goalkeeper in the Premier League. But we know this. We know this. This isn't why Chelsea lost. Chelsea lost because of Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca was the architect of our own downfall. Manchester United didn't win today. Enzo Maresca lost. It was shocking management. Really amateur stuff. So predictable. And if you look at everything that happened, if you look at why Chelsea lost, if you try and analyse the nuance of the game, if you try and focus upon where it all went wrong, every single answer traces back directly to the manager. It traces directly back to Enzo Maresca. I mean, those substitutions were crazy.
I don't get. I just don't get. Manchester United away. Every year they get worse, and every year we don't make them pay for it. Every year we go there and we drop one of our worst performances of the season. I don't understand it. I don't get it. How we constantly give this institution life. I don't get it. Thrown away in 20 minutes off the back of our own indecisiveness and our own stupidity and our own naivety. It's an embarrassment. It's a disgrace. Big up to everybody. Day 69 of the 1,461 day reign as your world champions. And we have embarrassed ourselves. Absolutely embarrassed ourselves today. Thrown the game away off the back of panicking and just a dumb goalkeeping moment of Robert Sanchez again. Now, I've told people I don't have a Sanchez agenda. I've told people it's just been too little games and too little of a surface area for me to sit here and tell you that Sanchez has turned the corner. You man can all drink the hopium that you want when it comes to that goalkeeper. But form is temporary and being a bozo is permanent. And look what happens.
I'm in disbelief at what I saw tonight in Old Trafford. They call it the theatre of dreams. It's the theatre of nightmares for Chelsea, because no matter how mid, no matter how down bad or dark it is for Man United, we make these guys look like champions. We galvanize them. We give them hope. Yeah? It's one of the things I can never give you an answer for. I can't. For me, it's psychological at this point. And I can only feel this way at just this feeling of disbelief. And it's not just about how the game unfolded or the moments that changed this game forever. It's also a disbelief at the lack of a reaction, because in my opinion, this was the worst tactical performance from Enzo Maresca. The overreaction to going a man down that early, wow, that was insecure, Enzo. That was insecure stuff. Is it the first time we've been in this situation? Nico put us there a few months ago. Look how we reacted to teams like Newcastle. At least there was more pride behind the performance. My lord, you showed Man United your hand right from the start. You was always going to give these guys hope. You're going to give Amarim more of a tactical edge against you, because if they had a lead to protect, that was going to boost their chances of securing this game. Maresca, I don't know what the hell you were thinking, but you paid the price for your overreaction, and gambles worked against you, and this stopped us ultimately having a really fair shot and opportunity at turning this game around.